Hello. Are you here for poison? Oh, no? Perhaps a story, yes? Then let me tell you what happened last time on Fate's End. We began with our dear Finnalai returning victorious from his talk with Cyprian. He goes to find Samson after learning he also had a talk with Cyprian that he did not tell us about. In a bathroom.
Yes, how'd it go?
You talked to him.
Okay. Yes.
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 And
what? Did you...
what haven't you been telling us?
Well, you... Oh, okay, so... All I know is that I think he's a Celesta set. I think he opened the weeping... I think he made the weeping vial. And that's basically all I know. I left way before he could tell me anything else.
Samson, that's a lot of information that you didn't tell us.
I know!
He might be a Celesta set?
Finn tells all about Cyprian and the Mother Demise. Samson seems to know her. I wonder how much about her he will tell us. On the matter of telling us, they prepare for the worst and decide to tell the rest of us their findings at breakfast. And after much trouble and insistence, they manage to gather us all in the best place for bad news, in public, with many witnesses. Urimir begins with his findings on the mysterious Sweet Mesa.
But there are very specific Sweet Mesa plants that can only produce bags of Sweet Mesa. And it has to be done in a very meticulous way. And they're very expensive. Like, something like a bag of Sweet Mesa is like 50,000 gold. Very expensive. Very expensive, because what essentially this allows someone to do is it allows someone to bring someone back from the dead in regards any way possible. You don't have to have fingers or toes or anything. You basically call their spirit from wherever it is. They form before you. They are physical. You can touch them and everything. And you can only call them this way once.
Everyone is in good spirits and eager to return to the finding of information. That is before Finn tells us what he has found.
Like a really, really, really good
What are you talking about, Finn?
I might have, he looks over to Samson. I might have went and talked to, Cyprian last night.
Is that where you had to go?
Yes.
I went and talked to him the day before.
When you were a bird?
No, I turned back into, to me before I talked to him.
Anybody else talk to Cyprian?
Just us, I think.
I feel it fair to say that I knew Finn was going to. Urimir and Luden are angry, as we knew they would be. Urimir and Samson yell, and I expected that. Luden, though, is much quieter. And this worries me. In my experience, the most dangerous things are the ones you don't see or hear coming. I know we push him, but I fear this was too far. Samson let slip that Micah, Urimir's old friend and now enemy, is back, to add to all that Mira must worry about. And we all return to our missions much less eager than before.
Uri, Micah's back. He's here.
What?
Yeah.
Micah's in Sable.
Just a bunch of different emotions flash across his face as he hears Micah's name and he goes,
Micah's here and Cyprian knows where he is.
why? How?
We don't know yet.
We're not sure.
Who's Micah?
Urimir and Luden go together to the bank to ask about a robbery. This goes as well as one would expect.
Joking? Yes, Jeffrey joking.
Yes.
Yes, Mr. Joking.
I'm gonna pull out the book of all of the people that owe stuff.
Jeffrey Jordan.
Jeffrey Jerkin.
I'm gonna start looking just in case. But as Urimir talks,
He
I'm gonna be
looks
looking.
at you
for
as you're
shit.
flipping through this book, and he goes, "Are you looking to put the book in the deposit?
1 second,
In
Mr.
the deposit
Jorgen.
box?"
Urimir, go ahead.
No, we're actually here.
Sorry.
We heard that this place there was a robbery a few days ago.
Oh, yes. There was a robbery.
Can you tell us around what time the others were taken, or anything? Did anyone get a good look at the person, or?
I'm sorry, who are you?
Put the bag back up.
He's not in there.
Close
Jeffrey
it up.
Jorgen is not in your book.
Golly, I'm gonna keep looking every person we meet from now on. But Luden will look at Urimir and like see if he wants him to step in or not. He's gonna let him take it. If he doesn't, I can.
I'm just a potential look. We just moved here, and I want somewhere safe to store my belongings.
I sell some poisons in the bazaar, or rather, I meet very strange people in the bazaar.
What are you selling? Potions, salves, do you have anything, for rashes or, ticks?
Oh, not here. Perhaps, perhaps bathing more for you, sir.
Well, that's really rude.
I do not sell kindness, sir. Finn and Cassius have a talk about trust and the parts we all play in its upkeep, even in close friendships. Something many of us, I'm finding, are, at the very least, out of practice with, if we've ever had them at all.
You all have been friends for a long time, haven't you?
I mean, I guess it's been pretty long. It's been like 5 months, maybe. I guess. It's kind of hard to read time, but I think that's about how long.
Your intentions were good, Finn. And I sense that you did this because you thought it was right. And perhaps there is some fault on both sides. Fault in the sense that you don't feel listened to, you don't feel important, you don't feel taken seriously. Maybe I'm wrong. But also fault on yours for not being open and honest. But it's very difficult from what I hear from you. It's hard to be open and honest if no one's willing to listen.
After some searching, they come to the place they are looking for. An address from the crafting book Finn found in Dickbrand that burst into flames when he finished it. It appears to be a shop selling magical inks, old and out of place in its own city. And it is here that they find the most peculiar pair of siblings.
I thought I heard you say our shop is all.
No. I definitely said my shop. Mine. It's my shop. Yeah. Mine.
Your store, right.
My
Okay.
store, yes. He goes back to scribbling in his book, and he just kind of like looks up at you from time to time, uncomfortable.
Well, would you mind breaking the security measures so I can get a better look?
He's like, his eyes narrow. You want a better look?
Yeah. I mean,
What do you
Some-
need to see that you don't already see?
Well, I imagine every quill has a certain weight, right? And in order to use it properly, might want to know how much it weighs in my hand.
Make a charisma save.
Okay. 14.
I think you just saved. Oh, damn. Okay, hold on. Yes, you did. Damn. Okay. Okay, you see. Hold on, let me go back here. You see before you, attempting to, flying very rapidly, the ghost of a young, like mid-20s and human years gnome just appears before you. Her hair is tied up in 2 buns on each side of her head, and she wears a noble's dress, sleeves down to her elbows with a deep curving U, and a neckline that appears to be stained in a dark color near the chest and neck area. She attempts to like go in, like you feel her come into your chest and like attempt to like take like possession of you. And then you're just kind of like, ah, and you're somehow able to resist, and you feel like, it almost feels like when you put vapor rub on your chest, this very coldness just kind of crawl up your neck, and with the power of the V, you resist.
They find that another robbery has taken place, and it looks like Hush is doing. Inks that can grant powerful spells are missing, and they aren't the only odd things our party finds. Samson and Hesperis visit Kievan to ask about trade. On the way there, they too have some interesting chats.
Know if we enjoy each other's company. I mean, I enjoy Finnalai's company. I'm sorry, I am not
What
at
do-
all in
wait,
the
why do you
same
say
place
it?
that everyone else is right now.
Wait, why do you say it like that?
Finnalai does not know you very well, I think. It's, I'm sorry. I know, do you want to speak again of the Cyprian? I know this is sort of where the head is at of the party, and I am sort of somewhere else, thinking something else. I don't know if it's helpful.
No, I think we should stick on this subject.
Hesperis uses her name to gain a hold of a ledger. I see it is not only Fey names that have power. This ledger has a list of shipments to districts in the city, and some of them were a little suspicious.
I don't know. Oh, beans? People can eat beans if they want. 8,000 gold tax for beans?
That's a lot.
That's a lot of tax for beans.
Where does that go? 428 emerald?
That's a lot of tax for beans.
With all these new findings, we feel we are getting closer to Urimir's father. Even if we're not getting closer as a party. But hopefully once the mission is complete and we can breathe a little, we can forgive and fix. But for now, there is still so much we must prepare for, and our feelings must come second. Payments? Oh, no. The story is free of charge. But if you wish to hear the rest, you can come back on Monday at 7:30 Central Standard Time for the next episode of Fate's End. And thank you for listening.